You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our sex podcast collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
Now, you've said to me in the past that you walk weird, and I'm thinking to myself,
Oh, you do the shuffle.
I do a shuffle, so maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what they were talking about, and I don't know that it's any different than before. So I find these.
You've been shuffling for years.
I've been shuffling for years. My dad shuffles, I shuffle.
You got the shuffle step.
You're probably going to shuffle next week. You know you're shuffling soon.
It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
I'm Karen Lee Potter.
Delighted to be here on a weekly basis talking to my mother about sex. This time, we're fucking recording it with video. We got Dale in the studio.
We got a sneaky freak in the studio.
You know, I feel like the pressure is on over here.
I think we should say welcome. Welcome, Dale. You want to say hello to our sneaky freak audience?
Hi, audience.
Oh, he sounds so soft-spoken, but honestly, this is a man.
He's a
myth.
pro.
He's a legend.
He's a man among men.
He's a man among men. And honestly, I feel like the pressure is fucking on.
The pressure's
for this to be a
on.
good episode.
We
We got
got
the lights on. I can't even see. Usually, it's very foggy in this
It's
room
foggy.
for some reason.
Neither of us can see shit anyway.
But right now, it's so bright.
Okay, so if you want to watch this entire episode, it's going to be on YouTube.
That's right. YouTube.com.
Sex Talk with My Mom.
You search for Sex Talk with My Mom.
Right.
All right, Mom. Let's start with a little Lube It Up presented by Uber Lube. This is the segment of our show where we get to share with you a question that will help lubricate your conversation.
Yes, we do. And do you have one for us today?
I have one. Mother, if you could have a bachelorette party today,
I wish I could have a bachelor party today.
what would you do?
Wow, I was not expecting that right off the cuff.
I wrote it down in our notes. What do you mean right off the cuff? You knew it was coming.
I didn't. All right, anyway, what would I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I for sure would have definitely the male strippers come in.
Oh, my God.
Actually, they can't, but I don't want them doing too much exertion. I don't want them getting really sweaty.
So you just want to see them get naked, but you don't want to have any of their oils or anything on you.
Yeah, I don't need any rubbing up, but I've never been a big fan of that.
Yeah.
What else can we do? We definitely would just a lot of. I wish I could have a Quaalude. I wish I could have Quaaludes at my bachelorette party. So this is a fantasy.
Nudes and Ludes.
No, perfect. What would you do?
I was thinking because I went to a bachelor party this weekend.
Oh my God, I can just imagine what this is going to be.
I'm a terrible person to go to a bachelor party. I don't know why I was invited to this.
Well,
Honestly, I'm a horrible attendee. I should not be allowed to go to these things. I don't enjoy drinking. I don't enjoy staying up late. I don't enjoy going to strip clubs. I don't enjoy strippers coming to me. I'm boring.
That could be all solved if you had Quaaludes. You would be so much more fun.
I think so.
Cam needs to do Quaaludes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I was thinking about what my actual bachelor party would be.
Yeah, what would it be?
By the way,
Can I take a wild guess?
What?
Like going to the Botanic Gardens or something?
That is, I didn't even think about that, but that's a fucking brilliant idea. I fucking love that idea. A nice day trip to the gardens. I honestly was thinking a group trip with my boys to Esalen. You know what Esalen is?
Yes, of course I do. I want to speak at Esalen.
Silent, sometimes it's silent meditative retreat center.
Okay, Cam wants to have a bachelor party
Get
where
naked
everyone
with all these fucking dudes in a hot baths.
Why don't you just go to the Korean spa?
Another great idea for a bachelor party.
Okay, you go to the Botanic Gardens,
and
come
Korean
back,
spa.
get naked in the Korean spa.
Yes.
And then
it's a sober weekend. No one's fucking drinking.
And a complete silence too.
Yes.
Meditation going on.
Yes.
You sound like a bundle of fun. I'm sure everybody listening, all the sneaky freaks, are like, I want to go to camp. All right, sneaky freaks, we're taking a poll. Who wants to come to Ludes and Nudes with Karen Lee, and who wants to come to boring ass? Let's go to the Korean spa and get naked in front of each other and not talk.
Yeah, Texas 310-356.
3920.
That's our text number. Hit us up. Which would you prefer, Karen Lee's Nudes and Nudes or Cam's boring-ass bachelor party? By the way, I realized I could host this bachelor party at any time for the next, 10 years because I am a bachelor currently and plan to be for a while.
So you can host a bachelor party?
I don't know why it has to happen. The bachelor party has to happen 2 weeks or a month before the actual wedding.
That is true, because if you're going to ever have fun at a bachelor party, you don't want to do it right before you get married because, that's going to be very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, any time I can host a bachelor party. And that's our segment of Lube It Up, presented by Uber Lube. I hope that leaves you with some wonderful questions to ask your mother when you're talking about sex with her next. Mother, do you like Uber Lube?
Uber Lube to save the day. Yes, I like Uber Lube.
Uber Lube is the best lube on the market. Dale, do you like Uber Lube?
I've only used worse lubes.
Okay. we're gonna make some major change in your life.
Here's why Uber Lube is the best fucking lubricant on the market. First of all, it's a hybrid silicone lubricant, okay? It's made with simple, body-friendly ingredients. So, Dale, you never need to worry about your pH balance getting off balance.
Nothing worse than that. And by the way, it's great for vaginal, oral, and anal sex.
That means, Dale, if you're alone and you want to just jerk off by yourself, you can put lube all over your body and you'll be satisfied. Or if you're with a partner or three, you can use it for that as well. Isn't that tremendous?
It's incredible.
Aren't you glad that Cam explained that to you in case you didn't know what the use is? But I use it when I go to the gym. Because when you get on those spin bikes, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. A little chafing goes on. You put that Uber Lube down there, you slide all over the place. It's great.
And I would say most lubes you're going to find at, say, Walgreens are going to smell like shit. They smell like you're putting some toxins on your body.
They taste like shit, too.
This is scentless. It's odorless. It makes you feel like it's just a little layer allowing for a perfect amount of slip. And dermatologists recommend it as their go-to lube because it's so body-friendly.
I actually brought the travel size with me when I was out of town.
Tremendous.
How about that?
So you sneaky freaks, get yourself some Uber Lube. Go to uberlube.com, enter code MOM, you'll get 10% off and free shipping. Best lube on the market. Uberlube.com, use promo code MOM, you'll get 10% off. Dale, I expect you to do the same.
Count me in.
Okay. All right, Mother, what have you been up to these days?
Oh, my goodness. Where do I begin? I've been on a 10-day adventure.
Yeah, I haven't seen you. You decided to skip town in two of the most, tumultuous weeks of my life, I'd say.
I'm so sorry that I didn't ask your advice before I left, if I should go or not.
You decided, I'm moving town. I'm moving apartments.
It's a good time for me to leave.
Town.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I planned a wedding around when you were moving.
Yeah. All right. So where were you? What'd you do?
All right, for Sneaky Freaks, he's being sarcastic. Obviously, I had no choice in what I was doing.
I am being dead serious.
All right. Anyway, I had a whirlwind time in Chicago. I tried to make up for 2 years of lost time. It's brutal.
You were just seeing everyone?
Seeing everybody, going to nursing homes.
Contracting COVID, passing it on to all the grandparents over there?
Something about Chicago, and then going up to Wisconsin. No one has any kind of desire to wear masks anymore. It's a thing of the past.
Was this on your mind at all while you're traveling?
And Dee's mind, yes. Both my mind, but it got worse when Dee's got there because he's like, "What are you doing? You're not wearing a mask." I'm like, "No one's wearing a mask."
You weren't wearing a mask?
Everyone is not wearing masks, so what am I going to do? Walk around with a mask?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God. All right. Anyway.
I was at the bachelor party on the dance floor for approximately 30 seconds with a mask on, and then I felt uncomfortable. I'm literally the only person in the bar with a mask on dancing.
With a new haircut, though. It
Very
looks cute.
awkward. Oh, we're going to talk about the fucking haircut.
Oh my God.
Another disaster that you were not in town for.
I'm so sorry.
Dale had to keep me company for this.
Oh my God. Thank you, Dale, for taking over where I left out. Dale is your new mother.
Yes. Thank you, Dale.
Well, let me just
Anytime.
explain to you what it was like when I went. First of all, I have decided I can't sleep. There's no sleeping going on.
It's because you didn't have your Helix mattress.
That could be.
Yeah.
But I was, I stayed at a friend's house, and they were so accommodating. So wonderful people. They're my friends from back when I was 18 years old, and till now, best friends. So I stayed in their upstairs bedroom, and it was like living in a beautiful hotel, except for some reason they don't feel the necessity to have blinds.
Oh, the no blind situation. Why do you put a bed in a room without blinds?
I don't get it, because there's no way I can even, and I'm talking about sound too. There was a sound of their air conditioning going on, and then, oh, bless you, it's worse than that.
Have these people never slept anywhere?
I don't know, but people.
Are they like farmers? They get up with the sun?
I think so. Yes, that's exactly what was going on.
Who does this?
And plus, I'm on 2-hour jet lag. Anyway, I get there. I'm not sleeping. I'm pounding on the Klonopin to sleep. It was a complete disaster. And I love these people. And I felt terrible saying that I got to leave. I just got to go to a hotel.
You left?
I got to leave. I can't do this. After 3 days of no sleep, the air conditioning's going on. I got the lights pouring in. I'm wearing my mask. It's giving me a freaking headache. I got the earplugs going. It was a disaster.
Oh, my God.
And I'm trying to like function.
You
So,
should be in a bubble.
driving back and forth. I hate driving. Oh, okay. Anyway, so I go to a new hotel. I look online, 4 stars out of 5. You would
Okay.
think it's a really good, and $100 a night. Great deal, right?
Oh, God.
Bad idea.
Bad
Okay.
idea.
First of all, immediately they placed me in a room above the swimming pool. So I hear kids screaming.
Oh, no.
I hate kids.
What hour of the day?
Oh, 6 o'clock at night. I just don't want any. I don't want
6 o'clock at night, you can't stand kids screaming?
No. So I call downstairs and I say, listen. I said,
Why do you leave the apartment?
how long is the pool open? It was open till 9, but the deck area is open all night long. I said, do people party down there? And they go, sometimes. I'm like, okay, we need to move.
My God.
All right, so I move rooms, which is sneaky freaks have to know that I frequently move rooms. I'm never satisfied with I'm a real Karen when it comes to hotel rooms.
Jesus Christ. If I were the front desk manager, I would have fucking beat it.
Dale is
out
like
of my
cracking
mi-
up over there. I can't handle it. It's just horrible. So anyway, I moved rooms. I said, not to be a Karen, but can I move rooms? Okay, they moved me into another room. And I think
Did you say that not to be a Karen?
Oh, yeah. I used it to my advantage.
Did they
now.
laugh?
Some of them, I don't even know if they got
Some?
the joke.
You're talking to multiple?
Well, yeah, I was dealing with several people at the front desk.
Oh, my
I was
God.
well known over there. Well, first of all, I get there, and so I'm expecting a 4-star hotel. No, again, sheer curtains that like there's no blackout curtains. There's just like sheer curtains, and I had to call the engineer upstairs, and he said I can either put another layer on. He goes, "Oh, these are bad. These are worn." Yeah, they're worn. I asked when I came in. I said, "Can I get in the renovated part of this hotel?"
Wait,
She goes,
what is worn?
"Worn means like the sun has beaten off the cloth part, and it just shreds." I mean, they might as well not have it. It was I don't know which.
Oh,
I went there
my God.
specifically to get just darkness. That's all I want.
Just darkness.
I want darkness.
You need
I
a
got
cave,
no
Mom.
darkness. I need a cave. I need a vampire den.
Yeah.
The way I have it at my place, which
Yeah,
is
oh,
a
God.
vampire den. But
You-
anyway, so I didn't mean to whine, but I got the engineer. He said, okay, I'm going to double layer. I'm going to do it. Still didn't work, by the way. But then I look in the bathroom. Mold all over. I have pictures of this, okay? And they know I'm Yelp elite, okay?
Oh, gee, how do they know you're Yelp elite?
I told them I'm going to write a nice Yelp review for you.
Oh, my
All right.
God.
No,
Not to be a Karen. This is the definition of being a Karen.
Okay, no maid service. No maid service, okay? They said if you need extra towels, let us know.
It's 'cause of
we don't
COVID.
clean. Oh, Cam, I'm there for 4 days. I need to have some clean sheets. Come on. I mean, people sweat.
You should have seen the sheets that I fucking slept in at this bachelor party.
Oh my
They
God.
were children's sheets.
Where were you?
I was in the middle of Big Bear at one of these like cabins, and I got a mattress that was hard as a rock. I like sleeping on that shit.
Yeah, so what are you complaining about?
And it had these sheets that were like
Nubby? I hate when there's nubs. That's what it was. I had nubs. Unbelievable. I just went to Wisconsin. Nubby sheets there too.
What is
And
nubby? Wait, what is nubby?
They're just like there's something wrong with the sheets that they're no longer
just like those balls. Those
yes,
like
little balls.
Yeah.
I hate those fucking balls.
I can't stand
Yeah,
the balls.
I didn't mention that in my list. I have a much bigger list. There was no second roll of toilet paper. I literally had to use Kleenex.
Wait, why did you make this list?
I made a list because I am going to.
Is this for you? What are you doing with this list?
Okay, let me just say what the breakfast. There's supposed to be a whole breakfast buffet. Guess
Mom.
what the breakfast was? A granola bar and an orange. That was not a breakfast. And no coffee in the lobby. How
Mom,
do you?
why didn't you just change hotels?
Because I paid in advance, which was a huge mistake.
Huge
Never
mistake.
never pay in advance.
Never pay in advance.
I could not get out of it. I tried. I actually wrote an email requesting to get out. I couldn't get out. I was locked in there for 4 days
jeez.
with no toilet paper. The water. I asked for a little extra bottle of water. No, you only get a little bottle of water to check in, and for 4 days, no more water after that.
Oh my God.
And then they want to charge me a facility fee.
Mom, why did you write all this stuff? Why are you
A
even going through?
facility fee
why
for
are you
what
going
are they
through this on the
charging me?
podcast?
I'm just saying, no
It's called
coffee.
Sex Talk with my mom.
This is called Wine with My Mom.
Yeah,
and
this
that's
is
not WINE.
no
Whining with my mom. Well, all right.
Why
I'm
do
not
you
gonna,
feel like everyone needs to hear this?
Well, this was a disaster. So we went up to the next hotel, and of course, the same thing with the light on the sides now. Why can't they put some fucking draperies up? What happened to the good old? You go to a hotel.
You should
and
not
it's dark.
travel. This
I
is
know.
it's you. You are the common
D said
denominator
that. D
here.
said that. That's exactly what D said.
You're
Look
the
at-
common denominator.
You're the common denominator because
Yeah.
he could sleep. He doesn't even he doesn't even draw the shades. They're just wide open windows, and he can sleep through anything. I was like practically under the bed with a mask on.
I was in my little children's bed with the felt sheets.
Wait, how did you guys
First
determine?
of all, I slept in a room with two other. There are three beds, all with cow blankets, with little children's sheets with little.
Oh, how did you get that instead of
I
like
got
a nice
first
bed?
dibs.
You took the children's sheet.
Yes,
with the
because the other rooms had beds that you sink into and it feels like you're drowning in this fucking like a squish pit.
like when your
Can't
knees
stand-
hit your
can't-
head. I hate that. I hate those
Can't
soft.
breathe in that shit.
You can't breathe because you're suffocating.
Yeah. So
The worst.
And then I something felt so disgusting about the bed that I couldn't stop looking for bed bugs.
Oh, we're reenacting Big
Did you?
Sur.
Did you? Oh,
Oh, I saw some black dots. I wasn't. I had to take it. What I do is I take a picture and I use a zoom in and a close up. Dale, have you ever gotten there where you look and you see the little black dots that are just not sure if they're dots like dirt, not sure if they're insects?
I've never inspected beds that closely at a hotel.
Well,
I just
now-
kind of
now
go in
you
with
should.
an air of I hope everything's going to be okay, and
Can you-
don't look too deep into it.
can you sleep with the sun beaming in your eyes?
Sun doesn't bother me too
See,
much.
I know this. You belong at hotels. We do not.
No, we do not.
We don't get that privilege. We should be stuck in our own apartments. Actually, I can't even be stuck in my own apartment. My apartment right now is a fucking disaster. It's a war zone.
Because you moved.
It's a fucking war. Are you ready? Are you done with your whining? Should we move on to my whining? I am paying out my asshole for this new apartment, and
It's
it
a
was
beautiful
fucking
place.
It's a beautiful place. I thought it would be great. Some disasters. Number one, it's completely infested with ants. There are ants in places I didn't even realize. How are they? I'm on the 5th floor. How are they in my shower? They're in my shower. They're on my toothbrush. They're in
my
my
God.
cabinets.
I
They're fucking everywhere.
I don't think I'll ever visit you.
I found one in my fucking bed.
It's okay. You sure that's not a bed bug?
It's not a bed bug. There are fucking ants fucking everywhere. I don't understand what happened here.
That is not good.
It's
And
a
you
brand
should-
new construction.
Why didn't you call the goddamn management and get an exterminator?
When am I doing this, mother?
Immediately.
I don't have time for that shit. And okay, so I thought when I sleep somewhere, I need to be very safe. I tremendous anxiety when I'm sleeping. And
What do you mean you have to be safe?
I have to be in a completely confined area away from all potential harm and danger. Okay?
Wait, you know what?
You're concerned about the light. I'm concerned about physical harm, someone coming in, stabbing me in the night.
This came from the caveman days.
This is a caveman thing?
Yes, and I've talked about this on the podcast. This had to do with there was always one caveman that was up, tending to the fire and making sure there were no predators. You were that man. You were that caveman.
Yes. It just in complete terror the whole night. Just sitting there waiting for a predator to come by. So I thought, this apartment's on the 5th floor. It's facing the back. No one can even come back there. No, like it's impossible to get back there.
So what are you talking about?
So the first night, I can't sleep through the night. I open my door around like 5 or 6 a.m. and I hear someone is shrieking, yelling, "No, you're not calling the police.
Oh my God.
This is my property.
Oh my God.
I will kill you." I
What?
swear to God, there's a murder going on in the woods behind my building.
Oh no.
And I was like, maybe this is a one-off. Maybe this is not a thing
No,
that's going to
sometimes
keep
the
happening.
crazy people, they just can't help themselves.
Okay, so crazy person coming
Yeah.
through. Okay. No.
No, is this serious?
Last night, I'm eating dinner outside, and I hear some scampering in the woods. There's scampering in the woods behind my house. People are living in the woods. There are tree people,
wood people.
living there. The woods people.
Woodsman.
The woodsmen are back
Oh my
there.
God.
I swear to God. I don't. I'm terrified.
And you're paying so much money for this condo.
This part of town too is it's right near Griffith Park. Griffith Park, they found dead bodies in.
Oh, here we go.
No, this is serious.
When? What year?
All the time.
What?
If people are doing murders, they're putting in the dead carcasses in Griffith Park. It's the only place you can put them.
I never heard something.
Dale, corroborated. Dale,
I can't back you up on this one.
It 100%
He
is
just
true.
came from
There's
Chicago. He's used to murders.
There's some dead shit going on behind my apartment is what's happening. And I'm
Wait,
terrified.
did you see bones? What are you talking about? Dead
I
shit.
hear it happening. There's
Oh,
some
come on. You're like,
scampering,
I
there's
see
yelling.
dead people. What is he?
Is this guy you telling him he's going to kill the other person? I don't know what's going on
Is it too
there.
late to move?
I'm terrified.
I'm more terrified about the ants.
I
than
need a
the-
bunker. I need to be. I think I need to go underground next time.
I thought you were going to be so happy at this new place.
I'm just and because I'm paying so fucking much, every square foot of space that's not taken up with a useful part of town like that I could use, I'm like, oh god, I'm paying too much for that fucking piece of space that
You're
I'm
still
not using.
FOMOing it.
FOMOing all over.
Buyer's remorse or
Yes.
whatever it's called.
I don't know how anyone moves and is happy about it.
Oh, I cried. The first night I moved in here. I'm like, where's the storage? There's no closets. I just can't handle it. Dee said to take me downstairs. I just sat on a bench and cried.
Why do we do this?
And then I called the realtor and said, "Can I get out of this?"
Yeah.
And she said no.
We move and then it's immediate. Oh, we're excited, and then suddenly it's a disaster.
I don't know why your last place was such a shithole. I think anything would be above that. I don't understand how this is even possible
The
conversation.
fuck den it somehow is more appealing at this point. It will change.
Like your old fuck den with
At this
peeling
point-
paint and all this other shit and
Yeah.
mold and
Yeah.
you had to just disconnect the refrigerator in order to put on the air conditioning. That place is better.
Somehow, yeah. All right, mother, let's move on.
All right, we're moving on to. Oh man, I should we move on to our various weddings and parties?
Yeah, let's hear what happened over there.
Oh my God! Well, this is this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me.
What happened?
As all the sneaky freaks know, this family has a lot of anxiety. Some anxiety can be social anxiety. Some of it, in terms of you and I, is more of like physical anxieties. Now you have your all craziness with predators anxieties too, and I got other anxieties. But my main anxiety is health, and I'm always, because my mother has Parkinson's, I'm always on high alert to any possible warning that I may have Parkinson's as well. Even though I
Oh,
went to the
God.
doctor and he said you do not have Parkinson's.
Oh no.
I still am on high alert at all times. So I'm minding my own business. We had a great time the first night at the prenuptial dinner. I'm seeing friends I haven't seen in ages. I go to the wedding and it's, cocktail hour. I'm drinking, having fun. One of my friends I haven't seen in a couple of years walks up to me and she goes, "Karen, can I talk to you about something?"
Oy vey.
I go, "What?" She goes, "I noticed you've been walking very slow."
What?
I go, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, I noticed you've been walking slow, and I'm wondering, is everything okay?"
Wait, what?
Okay, now I am 2 drinks in already. I got a whole thing of tequila, by the way.
Oh my god.
And she says this to me, and she goes, "And my husband noticed the same thing.
What?
Like
what?
they're observing me, like from afar." And this freaked the fuck out of me. I'm like, "What? Oh my God, maybe I'm walking slow because I'm focused on not falling because I fall all the time. Maybe I'm walking slow because I have Parkinson's disease." I go, do you think there's something wrong with me?" She goes, "Is something wrong with you?" I go, "I don't know." And I'm thinking, what the fuck is she doing? Walking up as a doom and gloom or
Who
Deborah
says
Downer.
that?
I don't want to tell you who it was, but I freaked the fuck out and I immediately ran up to all my friends and I said, "Come over here." One by one, I took them and I said, "Is something wrong with the way I walk?"
Oh,
They're like, "No, I don't know what the hell you're
fucking
talking about."
God.
Now, you've said to me in the past that you walk weird, and I'm thinking to myself,
Oh, you do the shuffle.
I do a shuffle, so maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what they were talking about, and I don't know that it's any different than before. So I find D's.
You've been shuffling for years.
I've been shuffling for years. My dad shuffles, I
You
shuffle.
got the shovel step.
You're probably going to shuffle next week. You know you're shuffling soon.
I'm already shuffling.
You're shuffling.
It's good. It's protective.
That's what it is. I'm watching at all time that I don't fall because I have in the past drank tequila and done a banana slide,
Man,
dislocated my
you fucking
knee.
shuffle all over the goddamn
I'm always
apartment over
It's
here.
called focus. It's
Focus?
focusing.
You're focused?
I'm focusing on not falling.
I don't think you ever focused in your life.
Excuse me, I'm focusing on not falling. Well, let me tell you, I get these. I go, I need to talk to you. I almost burst out crying. I'm now in full-blown sweat. I'm sweating. I
Oh,
want to
my
leave the
God.
fucking wedding before it even began. I go, I got to talk to you, Dees. And I take him away. I said, "Do you think I have Parkinson's disease?" He goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I go, "So-and-so just said that they noticed I've been walking slowly." He goes, "You're always slow.
That's right.
You're
That is
always
true.
slow. You've been slow since I met you 13 years ago." I felt a little better after that, but the rest of the night I had to
Who says that?
I don't know.
That's worse than someone coming up and saying, you look tired.
Oh, and this morning, his brother comes over at the crack of dawn. I've had no sleep. And what's the first thing he says to me? You look really tired. I go, wait a second. What? That's not a compliment. He goes, yeah, but you look tired. I go, I have had no sleep. Of course I'm going to look tired. It's another way of saying, I haven't seen you in a long time. You look like shit.
You don't look tired at all right now, by the way.
Well, I put makeup on and I heard that. Are you kidding me?
I also noticed your eyelashes are way longer than normal.
Oh, I've got fake eyelashes on that. I paid for them, so I'm not taking them off until they fall off.
No,
which should happen in a day.
This is a bad idea.
You don't like my fake eyelashes?
No, it looks fine, but I have a feeling it's going to take the actual eyelashes
No,
with
it's on top. And don't worry. Now you're not worried about goddamn losing my eyelashes?
I'm not worried about it, but I don't think that it's a wise decision.
All right. Must we get into that right now when I'm freaked out about this whole Parkinson's?
So did you talk to that person the rest of the night, or
nope,
you
they haven't spoken since.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. And husband too, ice cold.
Oh, wow. You got one cold on it. I mean, why?
I can't afford it. I can't afford for my mental health to talk to people that are going to be so insensitive.
How do you know she's being insensitive, though? Maybe she's like, maybe it's something you need to go check out.
Yeah, but why couldn't she say that after the wedding? Why would you say that
during the wedding? Is inappropriate.
Cocktail hour.
What is she doing?
What? Oh my God! What is she? Okay, let's.
You should ask her if her brain is working a little slowly recently.
I mean, what was the possible outcome? Yes, actually, I'm about to die because I'm walking slow because I found out I have brittle bone disease. I mean, what the hell was she expecting me to say?
What a horrible, horrible intro.
There was only one time that it was worse when I was 9 years old and someone called me up when I had moved and said that my friend had died of a brain tumor. I did not need to have that kind of conversation either.
Wait, that seems more fitting. Like
that
that's
seems more
some
fitting?
news you need to fucking share with someone.
Well, I don't know. That was like almost like, I don't know, like in those nursery, what's that one? Rumpelstiltskin when the bad witch comes down and gives us like a curse. I feel like I've been cursed.
What the fuck, Rumpelstiltskin with the bad witch?
I think it was
bad witch
with a
and
rip Van Winkle. No, it's Rumpelstiltskin with the sewing. Dale, the
fucking spinning gold.
Yeah, it's the spinning wheel.
I'm not following at all. I'm sorry.
Never mind. I just felt that it was like a witchy thing, the way she was looking at it with these big eyes, like, is something wrong?
Oh my God.
And even if I know it was obviously coming from a caring place, but what did she want me to say? Yes, this is the end. The end is near.
I would not be able to tolerate that shit. I would not be able to tolerate
So do you know what I did the rest of the night? I'm running. I'm showing her I'm running. I'm dancing on the dance floor. I'm running. I'm jumping. I literally was jumping. That song, jump. I'm jumping. I'm like just proving a point that I can run. I'm running all over. Can I get someone drinks? I'm running at a bar. I'm running back. I'll show them.
Yeah, fuck her.
Fuck them, and how slow I am.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I took off my shoes. I brought some flip flops. I was all good.
I'm very happy for your mother. I think your shuffle is just at the same pace it's always been.
It's the same. Thank you.
Same old shuffle.
I asked my mother who has Parkinson's, and she didn't answer. So that kind of freaked me out too.
What do you mean she didn't
I
answer?
saw her the next day. I'm like, Mom, this is what happened. Do you think I have Parkinson's? She just looked at me like in a Parkinsonian stare. And I don't know what. I don't know. She's already in her own little world herself. Anyway, so that was my mom's news.
That's mom's news?
No, that was not my mom's news. I actually have a good mom's news. You sneaky freaks, I not only have a difficult time falling asleep, but I have a difficult time staying asleep. But I have found the answer.
What is it, Moot?
High quality CBD from Sunset Lake CBD.
Oh, Sunset Lake CBD is a farmer-owned business that ships high-quality CBD directly to your door. It's like a farm-to-table service, except it's from their farm directly to your mouth.
I have to say, it tastes good. It doesn't have that after, icky, flavor to it.
It tastes phenomenal. They make fudges, gummies, put it in a tincture. You can just pop that shit at night. Don't you do that shit?
I do. And I got to tell you something. All my friends do as well.
What do you use CBD for?
It keeps me relaxed. Not that I would need to be relaxed, but it keeps me relaxed.
It helps me fall asleep.
And it makes me, and it also helps for stress and pain and aches. And when you're walking too slow, it really helps.
Yeah. Unlike other CBD companies, Sunset Lake farms their own CBD in a very sustainable way. They treat their employees nicely. And it was originally a farm that created Ben & Jerry's milk.
Ice cream.
That fucking dope-ass ice cream. And now they're making premium hemp for your smoking, drinking, eating pleasure.
It really feels healthy when I'm taking it. Not something like, like these benzos or whatever that you take to go to sleep and you can't wake up. You're in a state of fog when you get up, like Benadryl or something.
Right now, Sunset Lake CBD is offering our listeners 20% off your entire order when you go to sunsetlakecbd.com and enter promo code MOM at checkout. Just visit sunsetlakecbd.com and enter code MOM to get 20% off your entire order. That link is in our episode description. Sunset Lake CBD, farmer owned, Vermont grown. I just moved. The best part of my apartment is my new Helix Sleep mattress.
And why is that?
It's firm. It's perfectly designed for my body. And I got so into it that I ended up buying the fucking frame that goes with it, the pillows that go with it. I've now spent significantly more money on Helix than the money we are getting for these ads.
However, I got a mattress for D's, and it has saved my relationship.
How is that?
Because he loves sleeping on it. It's not like he's banished to another room and sleeping on the couch. He loves sleeping on this mattress, which is phenomenal.
Here's why Helix Sleep mattresses are phenomenal. They match your body type, your sleep preferences with the perfect mattress just for you.
Because they give you a little quiz.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute quiz. It's online. You go there, you tell them, oh, I like sleeping on my back, on my side, on my stomach. I like it firm. I like it soft. I'm this heavy, this tall.
It's like Goldilocks.
That's exactly right. You don't need to go into a store and talk to a sleazy fucking mattress salesperson like I have done. You just have it sent directly to your door. You set it up in no time. High quality mattresses with coils and springs.
Which is perfect, right?
I sleep perfectly on these things. And if you don't like it, you can send it back within 100 days, risk-free. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows, which are pretty pricey after having fucking bought that shit.
Nah, me too.
For our listeners, at helixsleep.com/sextalk. That's helixsleep.com/sextalk for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows. Check that episode description for that link. There's a big elephant in the room that no one's talking about. Do you guys know what this is? I got a fucking haircut. My hair is half the length it was.
Oh, yeah. I meant to.
The fuck? No comments on this?
I already commented. I think it's awesome.
I've changed my whole personality as a result.
It's a whole new look.
I'm a completely new me. New apartment, new haircut, new me.
Yeah. What's your take? What are the feed? What's the feedback?
It's a fucking nightmare.
What?
It's a fucking nightmare. You sent me this woman.
You don't like her?
I actually love her.
I think she's great.
However, I showed her a picture of fucking John Mayer, a fucking Mark Rubier. These are guys with hair down to like their necks or something. Okay. I wanted a few inches off.
Oh, you got more than a few inches.
Half the hair went off, and it's somehow in a bob cut.
It looks good.
It's a bob. I didn't ask for a bob.
It's a male bob.
It's a male bob. Even my therapist, he gets on the he goes, oh, I see you got a haircut. I go, yeah. He fucking noticed I got a haircut.
Oh, if your therapist notices.
And I go, yeah. He goes, oh, it's a nice bob.
Oh God.
I don't want a bob. The fuck is a bob? I don't want a bob.
You and Aiden.
I got Aiden Park, same there. He came in right afterwards to the haircut.
We got the same haircut. Same.
I swear to God, I have a Lucy from the Peanuts haircut over here.
Oh my God.
That's what I have. That's what I have going on.
What are you talking about?
I need like a little barrette or whatever the fuck that shit is.
She had a flip. She had a little flippy-do.
I got the flip going on.
Oh my God. All right. So if you guys want to take a look at Cam's new do, it's going to be on TikTok and Instagram. I can tell you. We're going to put it there and on YouTube.
When I run, the shit starts flying out. It looks like I'm Lucy from the Peanuts.
Are you going to be able to put in a ponytail?
No. This shit is way too small.
You should have said to her, I want to keep it in a ponytail.
It was the day I moved.
Well, let me tell you something.
By the way, the move was a disaster.
Oh my God.
The move was a fucking disaster. I borrowed it. First of all, the day before, I took some shit out of my friend's storage, had it delivered, and the movers completely dropped the dresser and destroy it.
What?
And of course, I didn't realize how much this fucking dresser was. I just thought it looked like a nice dresser. $2,200 dresser
and
over here.
And they just drop it?
They just drop it. And they want to give $100 back.
Where did you find this cheap-ass movers?
Clutter.com is destroying my fucking life. Wouldn't recommend. The next day, Clutter.com came to move my apartment. They destroyed the fucking door frame.
Oh my
Just
God.
ripped the whole door frame off
This is
of
not,
the old apartment.
This is so not good.
This is so not good.
You are a disaster.
Yeah, you're out of town for all this shit.
I'm so sorry I was out of town. What was I supposed to
I
do?
need some emotional goddamn support over there.
I'm sorry. I dropped the ball. I'm sorry.
I was sweating.
I was
blind.
You were sweating and blind? Why were you blind?
I had
Oh,
my vision's deteriorating.
You were sweating and blind.
And then and then I got the Lucy from the Peanuts cut that day.
Oh my
God! And
God.
I had to tell her when she's washing my hair. I'm like, oh, you might notice something back there. I got like scabs because I had this.
Oh,
I
wait.
got my whole back of the head is still scabbed up from the fucking fall in Mexico.
Oh, you're supposed to put ointment or something on there.
I didn't put any ointment on there.
Where your stitches
Can you
are.
imagine she's touching the scabs with her hands?
I'm
and
about to vomit, okay?
It's disgusting.
All I can tell you is Dee's got his hair cut, and apparently people still think it's way too long and it looks like shit.
Well, he came in, saw me, and he was like, thank God I didn't go to that hair cutter. That's what his response was. Thank God I didn't go to that hair cutter.
Oh, he's nothing but tactful.
It was I said, that is literally the worst thing you could say
No,
right now.
no, I still topped you.
You know, with this
Right,
slow,
Dale, did I
this
top
slow,
him? We
you're moving
noticed.
slowly.
Is everything, when someone says to you, is everything okay?
Is everything okay? Eat my ass.
How is that?
You should have responded, eat my ass.
What is it respond? Not when I have medical anxiety. I
No.
had to listen to a whole
It's
book on
inappropriate.
anxiety after that.
It's fucking inappropriate.
So anyway, back to your hair. Hair grows. That's the only thing I can say. Hair grows.
That's your support
Yeah,
right there? Hair grows?
Yeah, that's the least
Another
thing
friend said, "Oh, it's good. You're gonna have a rough 2 months, but it'll be fine.
Oh my God.
You have a rough 2 months."
Well, why do people think they could say shit like that to us?
I don't know.
Nobody
I
gives
have a feeling I'm
shit.
gonna hear
If
from
people
the
think they
fucking
could say
sneaky
anything.
freaks. Do you have anything else to share about this, or is it
About your hair or about what happened?
your whole life? I don't know.
Oh, my whole life. I almost died in an Uber on the way.
What?
I don't know. This guy was definitely not in the mood to take me. He was in a rush or something. I'm telling you, the guy was not paying attention. All of a sudden, all the cars are backed up. The red, everybody's brake lights are on, and he's still going at 55. I'm like, hello,
God, Jesus
hello, and then
Christ.
slamming on the brakes. Oh, that was. And then apparently, we took a boat ride when I was up in Wisconsin, and I went to the bathroom when they were, heading out. I have to go. And apparently, I don't know what was happening. I did not know what was going on. I hear banging at the door. It's Dee's. Get out of the bathroom. Get out of the bathroom. I'm like, I'm peeing. Get out of the bathroom. He's screaming at me. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I'm like, why is this a joke? I thought he was joking around with me. It's a joke, right?
Right. Whoever bangs on the bathroom?
Apparently, our boat was about to hit another boat that was anchored. And he wanted me out of the bathroom in case we started capsizing.
What?
And he was mad at me because I didn't jump out of the toilet.
What?
I didn't know that anything was going on.
Well, how did he know that you were about to hit
Well,
a boat?
I did hear a lot of scuffling going. I heard scuffling going on in
What
the
the
background. And
fuck?
there's someone with an anchor, and I didn't know what that meant.
What do you mean someone with an anchor?
I was just peeing.
What the hell? How big was this boat?
It was it was like a tourist boat to see the lake, the lakefront houses. Well, everything was fine except that Deeves was pissed off because I was like, "What are you bothering me when I'm in the bathroom?"
What's the COVID situation the whole time while you're there?
Oh, nobody's wearing any masks. Nobody gives a shit. Wisconsin, there was no COVID.
Someone in Big Bear asked me why I was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
I
What do you mean, why? Because there's a fucking pandemic going on right now.
I think they actually prefer you don't wear masks in Wisconsin.
What the hell is this? Are we delusional? I feel like we can't. Now, Dale's completely contracted COVID from you.
Oh, thank you. That's why you wouldn't eat. I had a good lunch and you wouldn't taste
I'm not
it.
coming close to it. I'm not sharing food anymore.
Well, I'll tell you where there is one place that people are concerned about COVID, and that's a nursing home. And I'm actually glad to wear a mask in a nursing home when you have. I went to see your grandfather in the nursing home.
Yeah.
Okay, Dale and sneaky freaks out there. The grandfather, he's 93 years old.
He's up there.
There's a lot of drooling going on. A lot of drooling. A lot of grabbing of the face.
Oh boy!
And I came to see him, and the first thing he does is he grabs hold of my face. Thank God I had the mask on. It drools all over me, and I'm thinking I'm getting whatever's going on there.
Oh no!
And then he says, "You're looking so sexy."
Oh,
you don't want to hear that from your father-in-law. You're looking so sexy.
Oh, that is not fun.
He looks me up and down, looking so sexy, and then
he gave you the elevator eyes.
He gave me the whole once up and down. Then he sees D's. And then he proceeds to repeat himself several times in a row. It's a nice place. It's not home, but they give you 3 meals. Yeah, that's great. Then 2 minutes later, you know, this place, it's nice. It's not home, but they give you 3 meals. Yeah, that's true. Then he gets a meal, and then 2 minutes later he goes, where's my lunch?
Oh my God.
Anyway, I do want to play a recording of another 91-year-old man who was also hitting on me. And
Gee, are you flattered by all this shit?
I think I am.
Yeah, I could tell.
These old cockers are looking at the nurses walking by. There's one particular nurse, and they are like all over. Apparently, your grandfather grabbed a hold of the arm of the girl who was giving him a sponge bath.
Oh, no.
From now on, he only gets male attendants giving him a bath.
Oh, no way.
He is no longer allowed female attendants.
Wait, why is he grabbing a hold of her arm?
He's gotten in trouble for grabbing their ass and everything. He almost got kicked out for grabbing the ass.
What?
He's got dementia, okay? He doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, my God.
But there was a buddy.
What is he doing with the arm?
I don't know what's going on, Cam. I'm not there watching him get bathed, and the whole idea is nauseating. But I got to tell you, Ed is a different story. You have a wall trout, I got an Ed.
Okay. You want me to play a little video of Ed?
Ed is a little backup, 91 years old,
full
head of white hair and 2 teeth. He only has 2 teeth.
Oh, my God.
They're both one on each side. There's just 2 teeth. It is the funniest, cutest thing you've ever seen. And this guy was hilarious.
Let me play a little Ed.
What are you having for lunch?
What I have for lunch?
What are you going to have for lunch? What'd you just tell me?
I'm going to have sex on a shingle.
What's sex on a shingle? Did you hear?
You have to charge. What? You have to charge to take a picture.
Charge
Why don't you mind your own business?
I want to know what sex on a shingle means. What does it mean, sex on a shingle?
Come on, back to my room, I'll show you.
Oh, jeez. You always like this?
Huh?
You always this shy? Oh, look at that face.
I just made that up.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Sex on a shingle. As opposed to sex.
But see, those lips are an invitation to heaven.
Oh, my God.
Those lips are an invitation to heaven?
Yeah. You see why I like them? Okay, my boyfriend doesn't say your lips are an invitation to heaven.
Do you think I should use that line from now on to people?
I think both of you guys, you both use it. Your lips are an invitation to heaven. Mark that down. That could be the title of this show.
Those lips are an invitation to heaven?
Yeah.
All right. That's enough of that.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I had a good time. I also went to see my mother, who, as we said, has Parkinson's as well. And I said, you're looking hot. And you know what she said? She goes, I'm not a hottie. I'm a coldie. Oh, she was adorable. But
Wait, do you think at some point that we're going to grow old and end up in these homes and hitting on the people that come visit us?
yeah, I have a feeling that this is not an anomaly. This is probably the way it's going to go.
This is what the future holds.
I know what's going to happen. You're just going to say, let's just cut. I told you what I want you to do.
What?
Give me constant weed all day. Okay, all day, all night. I just want to be stoned out of my ass. Okay, you heard it here. I'm saying it on camera.
Why?
All weed all day.
Why?
What do I need to be alert for?
I would like a simple passing. I would like to just sit there in silence, reflect on my life, become one with God, and then just go off.
Oh, that's very profound. Speaking of that, by
I'm
the way,
always ready. All these, if the person wants to die,
oh yeah, I know.
Pull the plug.
I'm not putting you in charge of my demise, okay? Because you're gonna pull the plug if I have one bout of walking slowly. Hey, put her down. Put her down. It's time to go into doggy heaven.
I think we're living for too long anyway.
Well, I'm not ready to go. Okay, I'm just not ready yet.
You got a few more years.
Thank you. It's unbelievable. Dale, what have you been doing? You want to join a show called Sex Talk with My Mom? I'm getting rid of this one here. It's too dangerous. I do want to tell you I think it's time for Mom's News.
I thought we already did Mom's News.
No, this is an atypical Mom's News.
Okay, it's time for Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News. Mom's News is a segment of our show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, must-know info. Who is it from today, Mother?
Well, this is actually not your traditional mom's news. I just thought this is going to be a little different because we have a different setup, and I decided to interview my friends during the wedding.
Oh boy.
Well, this is actually the night before the night before the incident. I'm going to just say the incident, okay? The anxiety incident. This is the night before. Of course, this came from TikTok. Someone's asked, what is one piece of advice? And this differs for men and women that you as a man, I'm going to start with you, Cam. What is one, oh God, I can just want to hear what you're going to say. What is one piece of advice that you would give a 20-something-year-old boy?
I would say something along the lines of, it doesn't all need to happen right now. You can just relax a little bit and enjoy this moment.
That's quite profound.
Yeah, you were not expecting that shit.
I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting something like what I would say, which is like, follow your gut. Don't give a rat's ass what anybody has to say. That's what I would say. Dale, you got something you'd say to a 20-something-year-old boy? Or you're probably a 20-something-year-old boy.
Yeah, I guess advice I'd give to my peers. I think do what you're into. You know, don't feel like you need to date because other people want you to, or date the way other people want you to. It's do what you're into. You're young.
What about at 32? You think the same? Yeah, I don't need a date.
I mean, if you don't want to, do what you're into. What are you into?
What if I want to be dating and I'm having trouble dating?
Oh God! Wait, how did this become?
I didn't realize that Dale's full of wisdom over here that I fucking need to know.
It sounds like you're not into not dating, and I think that you should steer more into
dating.
Dating.
And how do you find the other people that are not into not dating?
Well, I think that you should frequent new spots that don't upset you,
like Korean spas.
Boom. But
yeah, they upset me though right now because they're covered in COVID.
All right, can we move on away? How does it always end up to be about how to get Cam in a relationship news? This is not that.
Okay,
all right. We'll get to that in a minute.
I apologize.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you some of the. Of course, I had to ask them again this morning because I forgot most of what everyone said because I was 2 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
For a change. But it's interesting to see that the men and women differed very greatly. Now, my generation, these are all people 60 and up. My generation was different than the people now. But I just want to let you know what they said. Men said, one guy said, marry for money. One guy said, don't work too hard, you miss out. Another one said, do care about what people think. These are all the complete opposite of what I would say.
Do care about what people think?
Yeah, do care about what people think.
Are any of these said in jest?
No.
Marry for money sounds...
Nope. And this could be the same person that it's the husband of the person that's asked if I was okay.
No way.
Yeah. Then the women said, accept yourself the way you are. Don't worry about what people think. Keep your job with kids.
Wait, that one says don't worry about what people think.
Yes,
the other one said
do worry.
The
women are saying don't worry about what people think. Have fun and live life. Don't give up your identity to kids.
Oh. Uh-huh. It's a good one.
And always stand your ground. Remember that you are important. Treat yourself like you treat your best friends. Another one said,
sweet.
Focus on your career. Your love life will take care of itself once you're happy with yourself.
Oh.
Here's another.
Wait, what was that again?
Yeah.
Who said that? That was for the women, though.
It was for the women, but it can apply to men, too.
I like that one.
Always
that's
stand your ground. Remember that you are important. Treat yourself like you treat your best friends.
Yeah, you said that already.
Oh, I did say that already. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
And now my computer got all messed up here. So
God.
Wait, now I got to go find the rest of these because these are real little bits of wisdom here.
Who are the sources of this shit?
My friends. Of course, the important sources. Let's see. Here we go. Always be true to yourself and don't listen to negative energy people.
Would you consider this podcast negative energy?
No.
Dale?
Positive all the way.
Yeah,
Positive.
okay,
And then another one
good.
said, take care of yourself and love yourself.
I like that. There's a lot of self-care discussed
A
in
lot
here.
of it. And interestingly enough, these are women that always did care about what everybody was thinking. And now they're saying, don't care about what people think.
Oh, that's interesting. And the men, do they care about what people think? And then
a lot of the men were basically saying that they worked too hard and that they wish they hadn't
Interesting.
because they missed out on a lot.
Who made the career comment that you should focus on your career and then the romance?
Someone who never had children.
Oh, but this was on the woman's side.
This woman.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. This is a fun little exercise, Mom.
It was really fun, and I'm glad that they took it seriously. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't expecting that. I probably got more, but I'll maybe share them on Instagram or TikTok or one of these other places.
That's nice.
Anyway, that was Mom's News. Mom's News. Mom's News. Not the typical Mom's News. It's almost bordering on Cam's Uppers.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Cam's Uppers is the place to be. Fun living is a life for me.
It's Cam's Uppers, the segment of the show you all have been waiting for. The segment where I get to share something that's very near and dear to my heart. Something that I've been just ruminating on. A little pearl of wisdom that has been marinating in my skull and bones. Just for your listening pleasure that my mother typically finds
boring.
Or
dull, dull, dull.
Or
somewhat amusing.
It's Cam's Uppers. Somewhat amusing is actually pretty nice, Mom. This, I would say, is not an amusing Cam's Uppers, actually.
Oh, no.
I've just been thinking a lot about how your home affects your personality. What, you have any thoughts around this?
Are you referring to the ants?
I'm talking about home in terms of, what area of the world you're living in, but also like your little home, like where you're choosing to put shit in your place. If you got ants moving around, you got tree people.
I totally agree with this.
Yeah, right? It's a big deal.
Yeah, I always wanted my home to be the one that everybody congregated at.
Yeah,
even if it's a dorm room.
Home. Yeah.
I want an inviting, warm, hippie-ish room.
Yeah. I think it has such a strong impact on who ends up spending time there. I mean, the Big Bear, in Big Bear, no one's wearing masks. They're questioning me for wearing a mask, and it's all because of where they're living right now. In here, it's it's kind of a toss-up in LA. But it does seem like whoever's around you is going to dictate what you think about the world. So that's Cam's Uppers. It's a simple one. It's a quick one because, honestly, I don't have a lot of bandwidth due to my own home disaster.
It sounds like you're still like not like really happy with the home the way it is.
If you saw my home right now, you would think I tried to make friends last night in the
and how'd that go?
Not great.
Well, you got to do what I do. I just did this the other day.
What?
I just did not give a shit. I saw a woman that was over the age of 50, which is always a good thing for me because they're very rare around here. When I go back home to Chicago, everyone's old. But here I'm the grandma, even though I don't have any grandchildren. So I walk up to a woman. I go, "You live in a building?" "Yeah." "I live in a building." "You look like about my age." "Yeah." Why don't we be friends? I literally said, why don't we be friends? I felt like I was a kid on a playground saying, can we be friends?
That's kind of what I was going for last night.
Yeah, why don't we be friends?
This person already had 3 friends there with them.
Is that too many?
It's a little weird.
One more?
It's a little weird. So they were sitting outside at this one table, and I kind of sat at the other table and ate dinner by myself like a loser at the lunchroom. Oh my God,
you sound like Charlie Brown at the fucking lunchroom. What the hell?
I was kind of expecting them. I kind of expected them to say, "Hey, you want to come join us?"
No,
it was not. It was not one of those situations.
That makes me very sad. That's sad.
I didn't give a fuck, and that's when I discovered that there are more people, the tree people outside, that are fucking rustling about.
You can make friends with the tree people.
I can make friends with them.
By the way,
that's my friend group now.
I wanted to say something. Back to what you were saying about COVID, the vaccines.
Yeah.
A Jigaman who frequently writes in a lot of interesting comments, mostly about how large his dick is, asks, will the vaccine affect erections? ? That's what's holding a lot of men back.
Is this just the tip?
Yeah, just the tip.
Okay.
I guess it's just a tip. I don't know. Just a tip.
It's just a tip.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you think? Have you heard anything about that, Dale?
I've not.
Okay.
I've heard that getting COVID can shrink your member.
Oh,
but,
getting COVID can shrink your member.
I've not personally researched it, but that I've read titles of articles that tout that information.
I have read about this. It actually COVID can lead to more erectile dysfunction. Why? Because it affects your blood, and erectile dysfunction is basically the lack of blood flow to the penis.
Oh no.
Yes, so don't get COVID if you want a more functional penis.
I better inform Jiggaman if you're listening. You better take that vaccine.
Take the vaccine.
You're gonna have problems with your favorite part of your body.
I like that he says that's what's holding a lot of men back. That the vaccine could potentially lead to fuck with your erections.
Men are so overly concerned with their
I've never
memory.
heard that before in my life. What is he talking about?
I don't know, Cam.
We got another comment here from Brian who said, I have a question for Mom. What is the youngest sexual partner you've had?
I hate that question, Brian. No offense. I get that question at least minimally twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. Every time I go online, every time that comes up in a live stream.
You can always answer, the first partner you had was probably the youngest you ever had.
That's what I always answer, but they're not doing that. I've even asked, why would you ask that question? They want to know if they have a chance.
But what is the time frame here? During the last 5 years?
They don't. They never ask that. They're like
last
little
week?
21-year-old boys that are thinking maybe she's going to say 21, and then they got a chance. Yeah, they don't got a chance.
They don't got a chance.
They got no chances.
You got
here.
no chance.
No shit. Are you making fun of my accent? I got a lot of shit about my accent recently.
Really? Alexa says, "Oh, not Alexa, not that Alexa. The fucking Alexa just turned on. No Alexa. This, God damn it, Alexa, one of our sneaky freaks. God damn it, Alexa, the fucking Amazon device keeps going off. Alexa says, "Oh my God, I'm dying with this week's episode. I've seen that Netflix show that you guys were watching, Sex Life. It's amazing. Karen Lee, you need to watch it and tell us your thoughts about each episode. Get your vibrator ready. It's a must watch. My jaw hit the floor when I saw that scene and had to rewind to make sure I actually saw what I saw." She's talking about the one that we talked about last time.
Yeah, you sneaky freaks.
You decided to put on porn for us.
I had to force this on Cam to have him watch this and give me his. Now, since that time, by the way, it's a scene. Will you describe the scene?
Yeah, they're in the shower, a bunch of dudes in the locker room, and then you see one guy turn around and his dick is down to the floor.
Okay. Apparently, it's a prosthetic.
Yeah, obviously.
Not obviously.
Why?
Some people have very, very large, long, dangly dicks.
Yeah. Dangly dicks. Dangly dicks.
Yeah, if those of you who have not heard that episode, go check it out because we gave a blow-by-blow description.
Oh, did we? I want to say thank you to our newest patron, Joseph S. Thank you for joining the patron family. Hello.
Hello, you sneaky freak, you.
You are official sneaky freak, and because you're a patron member, you get to participate in our Discord channel specific for patrons only.
And you also get to get exclusive content that's nowhere else. You get to message us. You get to go to Patreon-only parties.
We do a
Zoom.
monthly Zoom party where we get to chat with you. We can't wait to meet you.
And if you're listening to this and you're laughing, and how could you not, and you're enjoying it, just support us on patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
You got it. And if you want to support us another way, leave us a rating and review, will you? Dale, have you done it yet?
I've not. I've
God damn it,
on
Dale.
iTunes back in the day. I did on iTunes.
Oh,
but
you
I
have.
not,
Oh, so you
I've
did.
not done a fresh review.
We need a fresh review.
We need
for
a
you.
freshie. This one, I'm going to read one. This one says, let me tell you about, and then they go on, the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and my favorite podcast with Cam and Karen Lee. Oh, that's pretty fucking good.
That was really good.
That's very good.
I got to use that one.
It's me, Raven from Texas, by the way, female and Gemini. Thank you both
Gemini.
for being the highlight of my week. Cam, I'm so sorry about the unfortunate event that happened in Mexico, and I'm so upset that you never got that second date. Oh, thank you for feeling for me, Raven. Have you remained in contact with her at all? Oh, boy. Also, Karen Lee,
Yes.
I'm sensing some trouble in paradise. Are you and Dee's on the fritz? Just curious.
Oh, no.
You both deserve all the joy and happiness in the world. Love you as if you were my own fam, truly. Ta-ta for
Aw.
now. XOXO, 5 stars, Raven R. Thank you very much, Raven. Mom, are you on the fritz with these?
This is similar to is everything okay? Do I walk around with like this hostility that I'm ready to run?
Wait, I don't even know what she thought of it.
It could be anything because, yeah, you know.
You're always on the fritz
I'm
with
always
these.
on the fritz with D's. I mean, I would say we were mostly on the fritz. We're mostly on the fritz. But
Putting on the fritz.
But we love each other. But we have some conflicts now and then. Like when we couldn't get an Uber last night at midnight, and he kind of had a little
mental
freak
breakdown.
out.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we've come to the end of the show.
We have, and we've
this
had
has
a
been
wonderful
a rollicking riot of a time. Dale, thank you for joining us here.
Yeah, thanks, Dale. And by the way, let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having fun with corona disease.
Having fun with corona disease?
No,
that's the one?
That's I don't know
That's
why I
how
said
you want to
that.
end it?
I just drew a blank there because I kept thinking about, oh my God, are Deez and I on the fritz? There
Oh
we
my
go.
God, you're not on a fritz. You got the shuffle step going on again.
I'm shuffling. I got people saying you look like you're so tired. I got people saying are you about to break up with your boyfriend of 13 years?
Oh my God.
All
You're
of the
fine.
above. All right, I'm a
Thank you
fucked
for
up
listening.
mess. I need to go home and go to sleep.
We love you very much. Thank you all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.